Hello, I'm Randy Kincaid. I'm here with Alan Whittington. Alan?
Hello, I am Alan Whittington. We are operating a polymer coating plant. We make slow-release fertilizer products.
Alan designed and built this plant to put polymer coatings on fertilizer. Let's take a look at the operation. What you see here now is the fertilizer that's being dumped up into the hopper for a 3-ton batch. Each one of those super sacks holds 1 ton. 3 of those will be placed in the bag. Now this fertilizer has already been granulated and mixed and blended, and it came from the fertilizer plant, run across the screen, taking out the rough particles, put in the super sacks so that they can start the process. We're going to watch now. There's some of the coating tanks right there that hold the polymers, which is a combination of polyol, methyl ester, which is a vegetable oil, dried vegetable oil, a catalyst, and then some coloring agent. There you see the material coming out of the hopper on the conveyor belt, going up to the throat or the barrel, which is rotating around as the material is being loaded into it. It has flights in it that allow the material to work its way down to the bottom, and then there's a cone in the bottom that keeps it tumbling. Now the first part of the process is the process of drying the fertilizer, because a lot of times the fertilizer comes in, it has a little bit of moisture in it, and that slows down the reaction of the polymer coatings that they're going to apply to it. So they put the material in there, run heat to it, about 1280 degrees of blown heat into it, and at this point the material's running around being dried out before the polymer will be sprayed on it. Here you'll see the polymer starting to be sprayed. It's metered out with the metering cans right there that tells you exactly what the ratio that you're putting in there and how much you're putting in. The spray's coming out on a nozzle down in the bottom of the tank where the 3 tons of fertilizer is rotating around. Now the fertilizer that we're working with today, it happens to be the same color as the polymer, so you can't really tell, can't really see the polymer being applied to it. There are some of the control valves right there and switches that control and regulate the amounts of polymer that are going to be applied to the fertilizer. As the drum tumbles and turns, it is mixing the polymer coating onto the material, and then it is going to also at the same time drying it and allowing it to cure out. Now the material is cured, it's dried, the polymer's been applied to it, the drum is reversed, and the material comes to the top of the drum, back onto the another conveyor belt that takes it to a second hopper where the material is screened, dropped down, and put back into super sacks. The operator has a weigh scale right there, so he can tell exactly how many his sack has got the 1 ton or 2,000 pounds into it. There you can see the weight going in as the material is going in. Here's an overall view of the plant. Now those tanks right there are used for blending fertilizer and not part of this particular process. The tank has an automatic shut-off. The hopper has an automatic shut-off that you can air operated. There's a screen up there that's taking out any clumps that are in the fertilizer material as it comes out of the dryer. And it's being discharged into a waste barrel right there. There's another batch coming in, another 1 ton sack being put on the scales, being prepared to be loaded again. So there you have it, the process for making slow release fertilizer.